So I think it came in waves. I mentioned this, I think, to you before. Like where I started was faith. As you begin to see different things or experience different things, that faith for me turned into belief. And then as you begin to obtain different things or really dive into the experience, that belief turns into a knowing. And I would say the first part of seeing it was through Panchakarma
Oh,
because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was
Like
going
the
through the
emotional
yogas,
state.
the different asanas. I was doing the 21-day meditation, but I was feeling good inside, but I can't necessarily say, like, man, I believe this now. The second part of that probably came when I was reading Autobiography of a Yogi and hearing that it was more than just Christ. It was a
Okay.
misconception for me
Yeah.
that Christ is this the Son of God
Only.
and this is it and he was the savior and all these
Right,
different things,
right.
but God is within all of us and he was saying this so the same
The whole
message, but
thing. Yeah.
it was me now saying, dang, okay, it's not just him, it's other people now that I'm hearing about, whether I saw them or not. I'm hearing this from a guru, someone who's well known in establishing growth in consciousness. And I'm hearing he's not even talking about himself. He's talking about other people that he saw do this. So that was kind of a next step in the journey, right? And then when I went to MIU for the first time for that visitors weekend, I was learning about Maharshi's advanced techniques, the advanced programs of transcendental meditation. And one of them is called yogic flying. And it's a hard concept to accept,
Like
but
levitation?
that you can levitate, that
Yeah.
you can not just levitate, that's only the second. So first part is that you start once your body is refined and you're really in tune with nature, it's a hopping. And then once you've grown in consciousness, that becomes levitation. And then it's full blown flying. And I just felt like, man, this dude really has the audacity to say that, this is the human capability to fly.
The audacity
Who
goes
is
the
who is
audacity of
this
the
guy?
church. Who is this?
Who is
I
this? Like
love
who
that.
who is this and how does he have this inside of himself to put this out to the world? Because I'm like studying about this guy now, and he has millions, tens of millions of people who's learning this, and everybody from Oprah. Like I'm in the university, and I'm seeing Oprah in this dome learning yogic flying, and there's pictures of her, and I'm seeing this, and then I'm watching her on her own network. And she's talking about life in Fairfield and learning how to fly yogic fly. And I'm like, this dude really has to have some audacity to say that like this is the potential of every human being. But this was the same thing Jesus was saying. Like you can do these works. He was walking on water, apparently. I'm
Yeah.
saying, like, dang, flying is greater. He's saying I could do greater.
All right.
All right, cool. This is where I need to be because I didn't hear Yogananda talking about this or
Yeah.
Sadhguru or nobody at that time that I saw was talking about or at least giving out a whole technique that you
Yeah.
can do
That
it
you can do.
yourself. That changed my belief system completely. Like, man, not only am I hearing about other people that's doing it, here's this guy, this Maharishi, this great seer, who's actually given humanity a technique. I didn't even find this in the Bible. Jesus didn't even give me a technique. He gave me hope. But here is
Faith.
somebody like giving me a technique that I can actually practice this and start doing it myself. That was a whole different elevation in my belief system where I felt like, man, I believe that I can do this now. And then I started using Maharshi's other consciousness-based technologies. And I started to see the results again inside, the results outside, the results in my business, the results in my family life. Everything that I was seeing was things that I was adding in from what I learned from Maharshi. And these things continued to develop my life to the point that I am now. And I'm still not even halfway there.
Right. Yeah.
And
To a
so
quarter
it was
almost.
like, man, I know this. Like, I know this to be truth now. I've grown from a faith to a belief that I actually know that I'm on the right path. And as long as I continue to do the work that needs to be done, which is the daily commitment and consistency of the practice, that I will do these works of Christ or greater things and greater things moving forward. So that was kind of like my transitions of taking these steps or growth in consciousness to the point that I am today.